Use it, break it, fix it, crash it, change it, melt, upgrade it, charge it, point it, zoom it, press it, snap it, work it, quick erase it, write it, cut it, paste it, save it, load it, check it, quick rewrite it, plug it, play it, turn it, rip it, drag it, drop it, zip and zip it.
Gucci down to the socks like I'm Biggie Papa. Keep your girl head in my Tommy boxes. But put it down, she a silly hoe. Cause she know the Frankenstein getting pretty dope. She don't get nothing from my nigga though. All she get is hard dick and some Cheerios. Baby, 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 come back. I like big butts and I cannot lie. You other brothers can't deny that when a girl walks in with an itty bitty waist and a round thing in your face, you get sprung. Wanna pull up front cause you notice that butt was stuck deep in the jeans she's wearing. I'm hooked and I can't stop staring. Oh baby, I wanna get bitch out and take your picture. My homeboys tried to warn me, but that butt you got makes me so horny.
We're only young and naive still. We require certain skill. The mood changes like the wind. Hard to control and it begins.
How you gonna do it if you really don't wanna dance? By standing on the wall. Get your back up on the wall. Tell me, how you gonna do it if you really don't wanna dance? By standing on the wall. Get your back up on the wall.
Can't help myself and count the stars. Run away after we
Get down on it, come on in. Get down on it, you really want it. Get down on it, you gotta feel it.
We gon' fuck up the night. Black lights, spaceship smiles. Unapologetic, gonna fuck up the night. Fuck up the night. Baby, we fuck up tonight. We gon' fuck up the night. It's always darkest before the dawn. Check it out, check it out. Check it out, check it out. Oh, oh. Check it out, check it out. Check it out, check it out. Oh, oh. And it's hard to dance with the devil on your face. So shake him out.
We'll give it a shot. Oh, we're halfway there. Whoa, living on a prayer. Take my hand, we'll make it, I swear. Oh, living on a prayer. Whoa, living on a prayer.
Like a man dick?
Yeah, like a man dick.
Come here, rude boy, boy, can you get it up? Come here, rude boy, boy, you should big enough. Take it, baby, baby, take it, love it. Come here, rude boy, boy, can you get it up? Come here, rude boy, boy, you should big enough. Take it, baby, baby, take it, love it. Tonight I'ma let you be a captain. Tonight I'ma let you be a thing, yeah. Tonight I'ma let you be a rider. Giddy up, baby. Tonight I'ma let it be fire. Tonight I'ma let you take me higher. Tonight, baby, we can get it on, yeah. We can get it on, yeah.
All the small things, true care, truth brings. I'll take one lift, your ride, best trip. Always, I know you'll be at my show, watching, waiting, commiserating. Say it ain't so, I will not go. Turn the lights off, carry me home. Keep your head still, I'll be your thrill. The night will go on, my little way
My
of
hey, darling, I hope that you'll be here when I need you the most. So don't let me, don't let me, don't let me down. Don't let me down, don't let me down.
Just come outside for the night. Yeah. Take your time, get your light. Yeah.
I don't wanna feel how I did last night. I don't wanna feel how I did last night. Anything please, have mercy on me. Take this pain away. You're asking me my symptoms, I don't wanna feel.
Off my face, don't know where I am, cause I got my drugs from Amsterdam. Off my face, don't know where I am, cause I got my drugs from Amsterdam.
369 girls wanna drink wine. Tell the man not to waste your time. If the man broke, the man he a joke. So you gotta get loose with the Henny and the Coke. 3, 2, 1 girls wanna have fun. If the man don't dance, he's done. Tell him move on, get the man gone. Now can I get a Coke with my rum?
Look at the stars, look how they shine for you. And everything you do, yeah, they were all yellow.
I look better under you. I can't lose when I'm with you. How can us lose and miss the moment? You're just too important. Nobody like you do. I can't lose.
Your skin, no, yeah, your skin goes to something beautiful. And you know, it's so.
Who the fuck is Tingus Pingus?
Girl, you a little boo thing. So I don't give a hoot what you do. Say, girl, I know you a little too tight. I'll be shooting that shot like 2K, girl, I know. Tell 'em I'm next. Tell 'em you find a little something too fresh, I know. Tell 'em I'm next. Tell 'em you find a little something too fresh, I know. Darling, won't you please be send me shivers somewhere I used to go. Let my rhythm crush you down. Let my feelings down. Darling, won't you take me home?
I just gotta see it for myself. I'm in the corner watching you kiss her. Oh, I'm right over here. Why can't you see me? Oh, I'm giving it my all, but I'm not the guy you're taking home. Ooh, I keep dancing on my own.
Darling, won't you please be
I'm not the guy you're taking home.
take me
I keep dancing on my own.
And I know when that hotline bling, that can only mean one thing. I know when that hotline bling, that can only mean one thing. Ever since I left the city, you got a reputation for yourself, God. Everybody knows and I feel left out. Girl, you got me down, you got me stressed out. Cause ever since I left the city, you are a cinema. I could watch you forever. Action, thriller. I could watch you forever. You are a cinema, a Hollywood treasure. Love you, this is who you are. A cinema. These beautiful things that I've got.
I came, I saw, I came, I saw, I praise the Lord, the break, the Lord. I take what's mine and take some more. It rains, it pours, it rains, it pours. I came, I saw, I came, I saw, I praise the Lord, the break, the Lord. I take what's mine and take some more. It rains, it pours, it rains, it pours. Yeah.
Sunshine on a cloudy day. When it's cold outside, I've got the month of May.
And for a fortnight there, we were forever wanting to do so tight ties. About whoever, now you're in my backyard. Turn into good neighbors, so I bought us flowers. I wanna kill her.
My girl, my girl, my girl, talking about my girl, my girl.
For a fortnight there, we were together, running to the circus.
Talk to it, spit on that thing.
You're trying to make your ass fall off. Had to think I wanna smash them all now. Speed up, gas pedal, gas pedal, gas pedal, gas pedal, gas pedal now. Speed up, gas pedal, gas pedal, gas pedal. Slow down, grab the wall, wiggle like you're trying to make your ass fall off. Had to think I wanna smash them all now. Speed up, gas pedal, gas pedal, gas pedal, gas pedal, gas pedal now. Slow down, grab the wall, wiggle like you're trying to make your ass fall off.
Michelle, fight for that white gold. This one for them hood girls, them good girls. straight masterpieces. Stylin', wildin', living it up in the city. Got Chuck's on with Saint Laurent. Gotta kiss myself, so pretty.
Let this be our little secret. No one needs to know we're feeling higher and higher and higher, higher and higher and higher. We're feeling love, we're feeling it in me. Up and up, we keep on climbing higher and higher and higher, higher and higher.
Break it down. Girls hit you, hallelujah. Girls hit you, hallelujah. Girls hit you, hallelujah. Cause Uptown Funk don't give it to you. Cause Uptown Funk don't give it to you. Cause Uptown Funk don't give it to you. Saturday night and we in the spot. Don't believe me, just watch.
Ha, sicker than your average. Pop a twist cabbage on instinct. Niggas don't think shit stink. Pink gators, my Detroit players. Tim's for my hooligans in Brooklyn. That's dead right. If the head right, Biggie there, every night. Papa been school since days of under rules. Never lose, never choose to. Bruise, cruise, who? Do something to us. Talk code to us. Girls walk to us, wanna do us, screw us. Who us? Yeah, Papa and Pop. Close like Starsky and Hutch. Stick to clutch. Yeah, I squeeze 3 at your cherry M3. Bang every MC easily. Recently, niggas frontin' ain't saying nothing, so I just speak my peace, keep my peace.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. How's everyone feeling tonight? How's everyone doing? I hope you guys are excited. I hope you guys are ready. Traders, ladies and gentlemen, let's take it a step back. Let's get everyone ready to go on this Money Monday. Let's get everyone prepared on this Money Monday. Let's make sure you guys understand exactly where we're at, what we're doing, what we're looking for. I'm talking about the criteria. I'm talking about the schedule. I want to be able to have the step-by-step, the 1 to 100, the A to Z. Be able to, again, line it on up. Now, traders, 9 a.m. Kicking off a little bit later than what we usually do. And again, I thank you. Thank you guys for working with me. I was over again yesterday into today. I was kind of fighting a little bit of a stomach bug. So you know what? I woke up this morning at the usual time, right around again 6:30. Wanted to join over the 6:50 club, as we always know and love at this point. But I just know if I jumped on the mic a little bit earlier, I might have not been feeling the way I'm feeling now, which is much better. I know, again, I wasn't going to bring my 100%, so I appreciate everyone just giving me a little bit of time. Kind of, again, recoup myself, throw back a little bit of tea, make the belly feel a little bit better. And now, again, it's nothing but lowering the shoulder. It's nothing but the straight locomotive. We don't hit the brakes. It's all gas, baby. Throw some coal in the caboose and let's get going. So, happy Money Monday, everyone. We have an absolutely huge week ahead. And yes, guys, it is a small account challenge week. Are you guys ready for that? Are you guys ready for the small account challenge? If you guys are pumped on up, if you guys are ready for that small account, make sure you guys smash that thumbs on up right now and hit me with a good one, because I got to see some people wake up right here. I know it's 9 o'clock, but we got to get things going. Hit me with a good old Dekmar trades. Ah-hoo! If you are joining us for the small account challenge, if you are going to be turning your $5,000 account into $25,000, if you are going to double, triple, quadruple, whatever it may be, I want to get ourselves going here, team. And I want to make sure every single person has success on the small account challenge. Because that's the whole reason why I'm doing it. Like, the thing is, I don't need to go back down to a small account, do I? The answer is no. I don't need to go back down to a small account at all. I go back down to a small account because I want to make you a better trader. I go back down to a small account challenge because I want to be the best mentor I can be, and I know that this is what people like the most. I want to go back down to a small account so, again, people can realize, okay, it's possible to be able to grow an account on up. It's possible to be able to make X amount of money. It's possible to turn a small account into a large account. That's what I want you guys to do. This whole entire thing, this whole entire project, this whole entire challenge is for you. So, how is this going to be working? What are we going to be doing? What are we going to be looking at as we move forward? Starting Wednesday morning, I'm going to have a $5,000 account. And it does not matter how long it takes. It does not matter how many trades it is. It does not matter what we win or lose on a specific day. We are going to get to 25K. At some point, we are getting there. And I want to make sure that you guys are coming up to the top with me, right? So that's what it's all about. I want to do everything in my power, everything I possibly can, to make sure that you turn this small account into a large account. I am going to be waking up super early, looking for the best press releases, alerting them live to you, making sure that if there's an opportunity to make money, you are part of it. If the odds are in your favor, you are part of it. If we have a 100, 200% breakout, you are part of it. This whole entire challenge, everything that we're doing here together is to make sure that I am setting you up for success in every way possible to turn a small account into a large account, to get you saying, hey, I can be a full-time trader by the end of 2025. By the end of 2025, I have an income trading. By the end of 2025, I have a 5-figure account. By the end of 2025, I'm above the PDT rule. By the end of 2025, I can actually see the results, see the light here, see again how we could be able to actually make money going forward. I get it, guys. You will not see results within a week of you trading. You will not see results within the first 2 days of you trading. It's almost just like fitness. Guess what? You take a picture of yourself, you show up every single day, go to the gym, you eat right. 6 months down the road, people say, whoa, you lost so much weight. You say, oh, do I? I didn't even realize. Same exact thing with stock trading. Stock trading, you put in day 1, put in day 2, put in day 3. Next thing you know, your account's growing. Next thing you know, you start realizing, oh, wow, I've been able to understand a lot that's going on. Oh, wow, I just saw my biggest profit. Oh, wow, I'm green 5 days in a row. That's what we want to do here. We want to build up consistency. We want to build up good odds, good trading, and eliminate that old you. I want to eliminate those bad habits, which are what? You not setting stop losses. Those bad habits of you over trading. Those bad habits of you putting yourselves on positions and saying, hey, you know what? This is what everyone else jumped in on. Hopefully it makes me money. Eliminate the casino. That's what we're going to be doing, traders. So we have an absolutely massive week coming on up. I am so excited for it. Remember, guys, it will only be on tradecaster.com. So make sure you guys are getting jacked on up and ready to go for this day or this week. It is going to be insane. And it's going to be all set, ready, rock. It's going to be all set, ready, go. So shout out, if we may throw out this a little bit as well, guys. Shout out to all of our Eagles fans. I gotcha. I'm feeling it. Eagles fans winning big last night. I mean, team, I'm gonna throw out something here, team. That was maybe the biggest blowout Super Bowl I've ever seen. Sure, did the Chiefs come back a little bit in the fourth quarter? Yeah, when the Eagles were like, hey, we don't want to make any sort of dumb plays. To me, in my eyes, that was like a 40-0 blowout. That was almost like a 40-0 blowout. Sure, there's a couple again late little touchdowns here and there, but the thing is that was a blowout since quarter one. Since again the first quarter. Since you go into halftime and it's 27-0. It's like, hey, 27-0. Throw on Kendrick. Kendrick comes on out, does his thing, right? Then again, let's just make it 40 whatever. So let's see here. Let's see what we get on this day. Let's see what we have. Let's see, of course, how we're going to be kicking off this absolutely beautiful Money Monday. Traders, let's see what we got here. You guys ready to dive right on in? If you guys haven't yet, smash that thumbs on up right now and let's get ourselves prepared. We only have just a little heads up to our YouTube squad, our Discord squad, our Twitter squad. We are only doing, again, 2 more days, today and tomorrow, of free access, and then it's closed on off. Guys, I can't do free YouTube live streams for the small account challenge. Those are for members only. Those are the people that are only going to be showing up and actually dedicating themselves to being part of this community. So as I will say multiple times, if you want to sign up to the small account challenge, head on over to tradecaster.com, add the word small in the promo code. When you add the word small, S-M-A-L-L, small in the promo code, you will get 20% off and you'll be all set, ready, rock and roll for the small account challenge. So make sure you guys come on over. If you are a member that wants to upgrade, hey, Dek, I'm on a monthly membership. I want to go to a 6-month membership. Hey, Dek, I'm on a 6-month membership. I want to go to a 12-month membership. That small will give you a 20% discount, and it's for today and tomorrow only. So make sure you guys take advantage of that today and tomorrow only so that you guys are all set, ready, rock and roll. Now, let's get ourselves prepared. Let's get ourselves ready to rock and roll. Let's get ourselves going over on this day. We got to talk about it all. Let's break it on down. First thing I'm noticing, BDRX, PNBK, MGOL, NLSP, MNTS. These are all the top stocks right now. These are all the top stocks with the most potential. These are the top stocks that are starting to build on up. The plays that, again, could possibly be able to make us money. Let's go through which one has the best opportunity for us? Which one is truly going to stand on up and say, hey, you know what? This is going to be our moneymaker. And I can actually see that MNTS, guys, actually just came out with its press release at 9 a.m. Went from $4 to $5, starting to creep its way on up here just slightly. Let me just alert everyone over on MNTS right here, as this is definitely a play that, you know, we want to keep on our eyes, you know, or keep our eyes peeled on, excuse me. So MNTS, what is that, up 28%? All right, traders. So let's see what we have. Let's talk about it all, and then let's break this on down. What we're going to do right here, traders, and this is like an easy strategy, okay? Very simple, very easy strategy right here. What we're going to do is process of elimination. So what is process of elimination? Well, traders, it's what you probably did back in the day when you were in high school, when you were back in college. Back in high school, back in college, I used to do process of elimination to basically get me through all my tests. And what is that? Well, we know there's usually the A answer. We know that there's the B answer, the C answer, and the D answer. Now, how does process of elimination work? It might ask, who was the first president of the United States? So we have a question. Who is the first president of the United States? Now, is the first president of the United States George W. Bush? Okay. Is the first president of the United States Joe Biden? Is the first president of the United States George Washington? Or is the first president of the United States Abraham Lincoln? Now, how does process of elimination work? You guys know this. Well, you delete the obvious. Well, again, is Joe Biden the first president of the United States? Obviously not. So again, B can't be my answer. Now again, I just went from what? I just went from saying, okay, I have a 25% chance of me getting it right, to now I have a much better odds. I have about a 33% chance of me getting this correctly. Okay, cool. Now again, George W. Bush, George Washington, or Abraham Lincoln. Well, I remember it being a George something. I know it's not Abraham Lincoln. So again, now I just went from a 25% chance of getting it right to a 33% chance of getting it right to now a 50-50 chance of getting it right. And then obviously we can be able to take a guess, or we do figure out the answer that the correct answer is going to be George Washington, right? That's how, again, process of elimination works, where we could be able to eliminate the ones that we know that do not work so that we can have a better chance of success. So how does, again, the stock market have process of elimination? Well, every single day I wake on up and we have stock A, stock B, stock C, stock D, stock E. And what we're going to do in pre-market is we want to be aware of every play that could potentially go on a spike today, that could potentially rip its way on up. But let's start crossing off stocks that maybe don't have opportunities. Because guess what? Do I want to have 20 stocks on my watch list? To be honest with you, no. I want to have maybe 3 to 4 stocks on my watch list, and maybe again, only 1 or 2 of them are my go-to plays. So let's go ahead, let's set up our process of elimination on what are the best stocks of today, and let's figure it out together. So Dek, what is the easiest way to be able to do this? Well, we do have BDRX, we do have PNBK, we have MGOL, NLSP, MNTS. Basically, an easy way to start is just by looking at the top gainers of the day. So let's just do exactly that. Number one slot right here, BDRX. Awesome. Number 2 slot right here. Let's put again PNBK. PNBK. Awesome. Number 3, MGOL. Perfect. NLSP. Great. And then we also do have that MNTS play. These are all stocks that we, of course, have opportunity to spike. It's basically 1 out of 5, A to E, right, are our options here. Now, we go ahead and take a look at BDRX. What is so important on every single play? Well, if you guys do not know, one of the most important things that we want, or let's just go over a few different things. Number 1, we do want to see a low float. Low float is going to be anything that is going to be 10 million in float and under. When we have 10 million in float and under, we know that these can go on very big spikes. Not only that, we want to see a uptrend. We want to see a stock continuously moving up. So let's say low float with an uptrend. We want to see a stock that's spiking, not a stock that's giving back all of its gains already. We also want to see a stock that has credibility, aka we want to find a stock with news. News is most likely going to lead towards more buying volume, lead towards that uptrend, and that low float can lead towards a great hype and rip and run. We also want to be able to find a stock that has good volume, as a stock that has more volume is going to mean it's going to have more activity. So these are some things that I'm always looking for at the start. Low float, Uptrend, news, volume. As volume equals activity, activity equals profit. So now that we know what we're kind of looking for to kick these things on off, let's go back over towards these plays and let's basically give them the run through. BDRX, number one, BDRX. What is the float here? It says 361 billion. Now that's a little bit large. So let's go ahead and double check to see if BDRX is really this big of a float. Now, Dek, how can we check to see if it is? Just go over to Yahoo Finance. Click over statistics, scroll on down right here. Float 2.45 billion. So traders, if we see a 2.45 billion in float, what does that mean? It means it is a super large float. This is a very large play right here. Now, that usually means, that this is going to be a rather slow play. Lower the float, lower the supply. When you have a very low supply of something, it's very easy to see a lot of large movement. It's very easy to see a stock go from $1 to $5. It's very easy to see a $5 to $20 rip. When you have a large float, it needs a lot more volume to basically push it all on up. So BDRX, let's actually go through and see what is the news on BDRX. Let's see if this is coming on up as a top play with hot news today. So let's actually bring this on over. Let's change this on out as the best change percentages. We can actually already see that BDRX is right here on the top, 104% gain. And when I filter it on out, it tells me right here, BDRX receives US FDA fast track. So it receives a US FDA fast track. Now, receives is a great keyword. Dek, why is receives a great keyword? When you receive something, you're receiving an award. You're receiving something from the FDA. You're receiving money. You're receiving X whatever, right? So again, we're receiving a fast track. This is what got this party started. Now, is this the best press release in the world? No. But is it a good press release? Yes. Is there anything wrong with it? Not at all. I will say, I'm a little surprised to see BDRX with a float this large spiking this well, seeing a 104% gain. Now, BDRX, as I stated, since it is a little bit larger in float, there is a great chance today that it's going to find some sort of channel setup where it's basically going to not be able to break through this 925 mark, maybe touch once, fade on down, touch twice, fade on down, come back on up, fade back on down, and then most likely is going to try to find some sort of like channel where it might just move sideways. Now, I hope I'm wrong here. I hope BDRX goes on crazy rip, run, spike, climb. I hope, again, it goes on a rip and run as fast as this when it first came out with its news. But in most cases, when you have a large float, it usually doesn't bring in that much volume. But we will see what happens, or much movement. But we will see what happens at the start of the day. $10 would be our next target. If it does somehow go crazy, we're looking all the way up near the 200-day moving average as our next main goal. So BDRX, where would you guys rank this one? I mean, I think it's a pretty solid play right now. There's nothing wrong with BDRX. I would just say I want to watch that float. But if this stock is hot and moving at the start of the day and we can start spiking back up 920 in a quick manner and break that $10 and then go all the way up towards 200-day moving average, sure. All I want to know is what are some of the best plays that are going to be able to make me some good cash and good money. So again, BDRX, I don't see much of an issue right now, but let's again rank them after we go over towards our next place. So what's our next stock that we want to be looking at? Well, the next stock that we have on our list is PNBK. Now, PNBK, this stock's up 65% at this moment, 2 million in float at this time. Now, again, let's take a look a little bit at a larger time frame here. PNBK, stock has gone from $1.50 and has spiked all the way up to $3. That's great. We've been able to see almost a 100% climb. But what has happened since? This stock is now falling on down. So PNBK, it's checking off the list that it's a top gainer. It's a 2 million in float play. We can obviously see that this stock has, some great volume and great action towards it, but it's not near its highs anymore. It's starting to dip. It's starting to get weaker. It's starting to get lower. So a lot of excitement, especially at the start of the day, is going to happen on plays that are at their highs. People get excited when a stock is at $3, not when a stock is at $2.50. When it's breaking new highs, not going to be falling back on down, and now it has to do what? Now it has to get above this old high, and this old high, and this bounce play, and this bounce play. You could see there's going to be a lot of resistance and a lot of trouble right around this area. Notice 260 came on up, got rejected. 260 came on up, got rejected. 260 broke on out, then we bounced off of it. Then we bounced off of it. Then we crashed back on down, and most likely when we go back up to 260, it's going to be holding up as resistance. Not only that over on this play, but PNBK doesn't really have any sort of news, I believe. Let me again double check this because I don't want to be saying any sort of incorrect information, but I don't see that there is any reason. Monday 1-27, guys, that was the last press release. That's not really anything we have whatsoever. If we go over to news alerts, I believe I was reading over on PNBK earlier. Let's scroll on down to the news alerts here. And PNBK, it says PNBK, this was at 7 in the morning though, traders. PNBK now up 87% this morning with no news. PNBK, the number one top gainer this morning with no news. PNBK is Monday's number one top gainer with a gain of 86%. The interesting thing here is that there is no news or credibility for this gain. The last press release or filing, which was released from this company 2 months ago. As an investor looking to buy into PNBK, you want to figure out what is your why? Why is this stock spiking? Why would you want to jump in on this play? Why are you investing your money over into the stock? So what is the why this morning? Very simple. The why is it's a low float stock and it has some volume. But that's it right now, right? We know that this play is a stock that is going to spike on up and most likely give back its gains. Take a look at this, traders. PNBK gives a very interesting chart setup, and you guys can see it right here. As you can see in the chart below, PNBK has spiked to the $3 area 5 times in the past 5 months, and each time it had a very strong reversal. This pattern is not always guaranteed, but can give you hints on what will happen today. So if I look over the past 5 months and I see spike up to $3 and gives it all back, spikes up to $3 and gives it all back, spikes up to $3 and gives it all back, spikes up to $3 and gives it all back, and now I take a look over on PNBK today and it spikes up to $3 and guess what it's already doing? Starting to give it all on back. So the thing is, PNBK right here, traders, this probably isn't my go-to play here, is it? We have a low float stock with no news that already ran up to the $3 area where it's known to give everything on back. So for me right now, if I'm again thinking, okay, where do I want to put this? I'm going to put BDRX as my number 1 play and PNBK as my number 2 play because I like BDRX more than I like PNBK at this time. Does that make sense? So let's go back to what we were looking at before. Let's go over towards MGOL, right? That's our next play, isn't it? So again, MGOL, this stock right here, this is a play that's a little bit tinier, has gone from 40 cents up towards around 80 cents at this time. This is a stock that was just hitting brand new 52-week lows. You can see how low it was, down towards 9 cents, and now again, working itself back on up. Now, this is more personal preference, but I am not usually a fan of stocks that are only 50, 60 cents. Okay, I'm not usually a fan of stocks that are this small and this little. But let's go through our criteria. A, does it have a low float? MGOL, 1 million in float. B, does this stock have any sort of credible news? Well, MGOL, this is actually a stock that does not have news today. Because if we go over to the all news, you can see MGOL doesn't have anything that's standing on up right here, does it? No. But again, over on Fox Turner, there actually is an alert over on MGOL stating something else here. So there was an alert over on MGOL, I believe. Let me again scroll on back. Yes, right here. MGOL. MGLO is up 60% this morning from news that was on Friday. So today's Monday morning. News came out Friday night. So this news came on out at 4:05 Friday night, which means technically no one has been able to trade this news yet, unless you traded in after hours on Friday. So again, MGOL, is it a brand new press release today? No, it's news from Friday afternoon, Friday night, but this would be the first day that traders can react to the news. So even though there's no news at this moment, I would say, hey, it still counts as having a good credible press release because when the news came out on Friday afternoon, the stock market was closed. Maybe some after hour traders would get involved into it. But other than that, today's like basically the start. So it did enter into an agreement on Friday afternoon at, again, this Form 8K. Good credibility, right? Definitive agreement. This is a lower float stock. This has a reason why as to why this play is going to be moving on up. And it really comes on down to 80 cents is going to be strong resistance followed by $1. MGOL, 80 cents having some strong resistance. And then we are going to have the $1 mark followed by, again, the 50-day moving average up towards around 103. This is a play that also is not getting a lot of crazy hype right now. Why? Because it's not sitting at highs, is it? This is a play that's more fading on down at this time. It's most likely going to find a lot of support back down towards around 60 cents. And sure, 60 cents is a good little dip buy opportunity, but at the same time, it's not like this plays at 80 cents, spiking on up, getting all the hype, getting all the momentum. So traders, what it comes on down to is where would you now rank BDRX, PNBK, and MGOL? Well, again, I still have to say BDRX, even though it has a larger float, it's still the best looking play. It seems like it's the most exciting play. PNBK at this time, unfortunately, is giving a lot back. And MGOL at this time is also giving a little bit back. But I would say MGOL, just because it does have that chart setup, just because it does have that press release, just because it does have, I think, a little bit more flair to it, I'm going to put that in the number 2 spot. So I'm going 1, 2, 3 in my rankings so far. Let's go with NLSP. The next spike, the next rip, the next run. No, NLSP, what can you guys see immediately? And I want every single trader to have the eye to be able to see and spot chart setups the moment they happen. So what happened here? To me, guys, this looks like a failed attempt. A failed attempt at what pattern? A bull flag setup, right? Can't you guys see that? Where we do have an awesome spike. We have a higher low with a lower high. Bull flag setup was right here. Stock was trying to squeeze and it just couldn't break on out. Guess what happened? It broke, but on the wrong side. It broke, but again on the downside. The stock again started cracking all the way lower and lower and lower. And that's awesome that you can be able to see this. So NLSP, unfortunately, it does not look like it's going to be a stock for us at this moment, or at least at the start. We can see a bull flag setup that was trying to get tighter and tighter. You guys can see all these upper shadows. Upper shadow gave it all back. Upper shadow gave it all back. Upper shadow gave it all back. Now, is the stock done with on the day? No. If the stock could ever get back above $3, hey, this thing definitely has potential. NLSP is the lowest float stock today, which means it has the potential to be the most active. It means it has the potential to be the craziest one. And NLSP, I believe, also did have news right here, right? You could see NLSP, stock has a 38% gain, right? And what it came on out with? NLSP, it doesn't have any hot keywords, but it does say NLSP unveils multi-target approach to diabetes, expanding its drug, the GLP-1 therapeutics. So we do have a good credible press release right here going over why NLSP went on this spike, why NLSP went on this rip and run, why NLSP went on this move. So the thing is, it has credibility. Love the low float. Unfortunately, again, that bull flag kind of cracked a little bit lower. I would say high alert if it gets above $3. But if it cannot get above $3, it's most likely not going to be doing anything for us. So honestly, I would probably put this one, I'm actually going to put this one as my number 3 play right here. And I'm going to push PNBK back even more towards the number 4. Dek, why are you putting NLSP as number 3? Just because it's the lowest float stock, and somehow in one way, if maybe again people start talking about it on social media, there is a chance that NLSP can go crazy and start squeezing and spiking. So I'm kind of keeping that on my rankings list as we have 1, 2, 3, 4. Last but not least right now, I do want to take a look over on MNTS. And MNTS has been a pretty exciting play, right? MNTS stock spiked on up to $5, got rejected, tried to re-break $5, got rejected. And last but not least, it needs to hold this bottom support right here. Needs to hold bottom support right around that 450 area. And if this stock can hold 450 and we can start moving back up to $5, that's where the hype's going to move back on in. We can see MNTS also did have a good credible press release. You see MNTS right here. It says it was awarded an expansion of Defense Department contract. So again, it says it has a demonstration launched on SpaceX transporter. These are very big keywords that people like to see. So the thing is, in-orbit demonstration to be launched on SpaceX and a mission in 2026. People get excited about space exploration. People get excited about SpaceX. And if we have MNTS working with this, hey, that could lead towards some nice hype. So MNTS, it does have the why, it does have a credibility, it does have a reason on why the stock went on a big time spike. MNTS also, again, rather low on the float at this time. We just have to do what? Get back above $5. So let's run through them right now, guys. Let's see where we could throw MNTS. Because let's be frank with each other. Is there a play right now that every single trader is saying that is hands down the best stock? I'm going to be honest with you. No. I don't think if we go over to BDRX, every single person is saying this is the best play. And I'm going to be honest with you, if BDRX opens on up and it does nothing, it's not worth it. This is a play that's near its highs. This is a play that is the number 1 top gainer. This is a play that could bring in the most hype. But the biggest issue is what? The big issue is that it does have a very large float. Not a low float, a large float, which could make it a little bit slower today. PNBK, This is a stock that does have a low float. This is a stock that is moving on up. But this is an issue with what? What's the issue over on this play? It always hits $3 and gives back all of its gains every single time. It already hit $3 and gave back all of its gains. So again, this stock is basically known to pump on up and dump on down. We also know that there is no news on this stock right now, right? We also have MGOL. MGOL, this is a play that's a little bit smaller in price. That's kind of personal preference if you like it. Does have credibility. This is a play that could, again, go on a big time spike, but it did fall back down from getting rejected off 80 cents right here. So I would say, again, what's the main con? Would be, for me, it would just be, again, smaller price, which sometimes, again, gets a little bit... doesn't follow the rules as much in the stock market when you get to penny plays. They're a little bit harder to read and a little bit harder to be able to figure on out. Then we also have, again, NLSP. NLSP right here. This stock had a bull flag pattern. Unfortunately, bull flag pattern started dropping on off. So again, we also had a failed bull flag. So basically an F, a failed bull flag right here. And then last but not least, we had MNTS, which also, again, just needs to get that pop up towards $5. It has a lot of resistance above it at $5, up to $7, $7.80, a lot of trouble going above it. But again, this is more of just one that I don't think there's anything wrong, but there's just not much excitement. You know, so I really don't want too much excitement here. I want to see something happen. I want to see a little bit more fire. But as you guys can see right now, market opens on up in a few seconds here. Market opens on up in about 5 seconds. We're going to bring over our scanners, make sure that we're all set, ready to rock and roll. But we just wanted to get every single person prepared. And this is how I basically start off every single day. Every single day, that's, again, my routine. Every single day, I like to think about what are the pros on every stock and what are the cons on every single play. What is going to make me want to jump in on one of these plays? What is going to make me want to say, hey, you know what? This is the one that has the best chance of success and the best odds. So right now, as we already talked about, BDRX. Is BDRX going to be able to spike and rip and run, or are we just going to be sitting inside of this channel right now? But I wanted to give you guys a little bit of an understanding of my mindset, how I find these plays. Dek, how do you find these plays every single morning? Very simple. Number one, I do just make it easy. Take a look at my top gainer board. Right? My top gainer board right here, this is easy, makes it all set on up. This is from Trade Ideas, traders. So again, if you guys want this Trade Ideas scanner link, you guys already know, go ahead, put it in, it's in the bottom description right underneath this video. So right underneath this video, my Trade Ideas link is there. Then what else do? I just go through Fox Runner. Fox Runner every single day literally shows us all of the hot news, literally shows us all the stocks that are gapping on up because of the hot news. And then on top of that, if they are very good, they also just give you another news alert showing, hey, this is a top play that you want to be looking at. MNTS, BDRX, right? You know, we have all the news right here, OCEA, NLSP, ATLN, MGOL, basically giving us the answers. So we do have cheat codes. A lot of times people always say, how in the world do you find the best plays out of 9,000 options? Well, again, I do use, again, a top gainer board to be able to get a lot of answers given to me. And I also use Fox Runner, which basically just gives all the answers given to me. So the last thing you ever want to do as a trader, let's just think about this, guys. Stock trading is already hard enough, isn't it? Stock trading is already hard enough. The last thing you want to do is make your day about finding what is the best top gainer of the day. What is the best spiker of the day? What is the best mover of the day? Guys, that should be the easiest part. The easiest part should be, hey, these are the top 5 plays on the day. Bada boom, bada bing, bada bing. These are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I don't want to be searching through 9,000 different stocks trying to find what is the hottest mover. The hottest mover should be given to us from, again, our different scanners, from, again, what we have right here, right? They are given to us. Now, since we have 5 different plays, we just got to look at one of the 5. We just have to figure out which one's going to get the action, which one's going to get the movement, which one's going to go the hype. And then from there, you can go ahead and do the process of elimination, right? Being a 2-minute time frame right now, or whatever time frame you like, take a look over on BDRX. BDRX, again, what was my biggest fear? Large float may not get that hype, right? As we see, that's kind of what's happening right now. Let me go over to my number 2 play, MGOL. MGOL right now. MGOL is, again, a stock that definitely has potential. We got to see if this thing can squeeze on up a little bit higher. NLSP, again, can this stock squeeze? Notice my number 3 play right here had the failed breakout pattern, very low float, breaks that VWAP. Things can start getting very exciting. PNBK going to my number 4 play right here, right? And then MNTS, if that one can start getting some hype. But notice, look at MNTS right now, getting the hype, getting the momentum, and MNTS right now, traders, starting to squeeze on up. But notice what we have. We go through step 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We go through each play where now, guess what's happening? All the plays that we already discussed about are coming up on the high of the day momentum scanner. Hey, Dek, MGOL just hit some brand new high of the days. Hey, MNTS has potential. Hey, whatever. right? So every single morning, we want to be able to look for the most active plays. If it's not good, cross it on off, right? Traders, this is how I set myself up. So I also trade with confidence. Am I in on any stock right now? The answer is no, because as we said, there's not that go-to one play, but at least I know where to be looking. At least I know how to be able to set myself up for success. Sound good? So take this every morning. Start doing these pre-market routines so that you can go into every single day with confidence. Awesome, traders. Right now, start of the day, 9:33. No positions on my end just yet. Does that make sense though, everyone? Does everyone here start seeing my understanding? Does everyone here start seeing, understand, okay, hey, what should I be doing over on this play or this news? OCEA is just a little too small for me. That's why I didn't bring it on up, 22 cents. But it is a stock that is up there. JYD got in on BDRX shorts right away. BDRX, shorting, nice. I like it. So again, BDRX, going on a spike on up and then just coming right back on down. So we are going to see what we have. We are going to see what's going to be coming on up here, traders, on this day. Obviously, jacked on up on this Friday. I'm feeling good now, team. Don't worry. So again, this morning, I wasn't here for the 650 club. 650 club, guys, is what time we wake up every single morning on most days. And can I ask you guys, is everyone good with this? Most days, 99% of the time, I wake up at 6:30 in the morning. We kick off the live stream at 6:50. The early bird traders. We call ourselves the 650 Club. This morning, unfortunately, I wasn't feeling too hot over the last 2 days, so I kind of got a little bit more rest, got myself ready. Usually, we live stream till what time? 10:30, 11 o'clock. Is everyone cool if we stream a little bit longer today because I wasn't here in pre-market? Everyone good if we can stick around a little bit longer? We can talk, answer questions, go over stocks. I want to make sure that I'm providing for you and doing what you are here for. You are here because you were saying, Dek, you show up every single day. I take pride in that. You are here because you say, hey, Dek, you live stream in front of us. I take pride in that. You are here because you actually teach us. I take pride in that. You are here because you, again, go the extra mile. Guys, I don't care if I have Ebola, if I have whatever. I don't like to take any days off. Okay? So, unless I am needing to go to the hospital, I will show up every single day. Okay? So, that's the way it goes. We're all set. I had Claire over here. She poured me a little bit of ginger ale. I said, hey, Claire, what's great for a little stomach bug? What's great for a little stomach ache? She, again, came on over with a little bit of Sour Patch and pancakes. She said, oh, this should help you on out. I don't know if she's trying to kill me or if she's trying to get herself fired. Whatever it is, I ate it. And you know what? Maybe it's helping on out a little bit. Woo! Team, Nvidia moving itself on up. Traders, I actually posted this yesterday. I posted a tweet out yesterday. Does anyone know why Nvidia is getting this crazy hype right now? Does anyone know why Nvidia is getting this momentum? Does anyone know why Nvidia is getting this hype? I again said that this was going to happen. Let me go over towards this. It says right here, traders, and this is news everywhere. It's not just me, so I can't take all the credit. But it says, DeepSeek's AI model is the best work out of China, but the hype is exaggerated. Woo! Woo! Guys, weren't we waiting for this? Weren't we waiting for this news? Wasn't this news that we were dying for to come on out? Basically, what crashed the AI market, right? We knew this. When we had 2 weeks ago, the AI market started dumping on off because of the DeepSeek. We knew that it wasn't true, right? China came on out and said, oh, you guys spent billions of dollars for your AI? Guess what? We did it for 6 million. That's what hurt Nvidia. That's what hurt SMCI. That's what hurt all of these plays, traders. When we go ahead and think about it like this, and I already gave this example, but I want to give it one more time. The reason why AI crashed is because imagine if you bought a $700,000 Lamborghini Revuelto, okay? And someone else purchased a $20,000 Toyota Camry. I would expect, if I was the Lamborghini owner, that it should be able to get more looks, It should go faster. It should be higher performer. It should be better styling. It should be better in every single sense. If I spend $700,000 on one of the best Italian bred Lamborghini Revueltos, it should be in every way better than a Toyota Camry. But what if you went on a race and the Toyota Camry won? And it was faster and more powerful, and also everyone was saying, hey, can I take pictures with your Toyota Camry? Oh man, that's so beautiful. And no one looked at your Lamborghini. That's essentially what happened over in the AI world. In the AI world, the United States spent billions and billions and billions of dollars to be able to create AI and where we have now with ChatGPT. Then China comes on out and starts waving across the Pacific. They start saying, hey guys, we made the same thing you guys made, only we made it for $6 million. They made a Toyota Camry, which is faster or just as good as our Lamborghini. You know what I mean? And that's what hurt the AI world. But now, guess what just came on out? It said DeepSeek's AI model is the best work out of China. That is true. It's their best work, but it was exaggerated. It was exaggerated on how much it costed. It was exaggerated on how good it is. It's exaggerated on everything. And now we are seeing AI start spiking its way back on up. We are seeing it come back to life. So we can actually scroll on down here as well, and we can talk about this a little bit more. It says DeepSeek update. Are they exposed? So it says, is China's AI DeepSeek finally being exposed? DeepSeek's AI model is the best work out of China, but they said despite the hype, there's no actual new scientific advance. Like, it's not as good as everyone thought it was. It's like, cool. It's what they have. That's the best they have. But you know what? It costs a little bit more than $6 million. And you know what? While everyone was saying how amazing it is, it's not really as good as people thought it was. So remember, we are in an AI race right now, traders. We are in an AI race to be able to say who is going to be the best, who is going to be able to make the best AI and the quickest AI. And guess what? Sometimes another country may have what we like to call propaganda. What is propaganda? It's fake, it's fugazi, it's fairy dust, it doesn't exist. Right? You basically put something out on social media to scare other people, scare other businesses. Oh, wow, China's doing it for $6 million. The United States, what are you doing? Why are you getting slacking so much? That's, again, the idea. That's the mindset right here. So right here, this news could lead towards a strong bounce back in AI stocks this week. And guess what? Nvidia is doing exactly that. We are having this strong bounce back. We are seeing this nice pop. We are seeing this nice move because the AI race is back, baby. That is where we're at. The AI race is back. So if we actually head on over to CNBC at this time, I believe they had a big press release last night. Oh, let's see if I can find it. But really, again, the big press release last night was saying like hundreds of billions of dollars are going back into AI as like the AI race continues. If you guys saw that press release or if you guys haven't, go ahead and post it. If not, no big deal. But that's basically what we have at this time. DOMH, little bit of a spike at this moment. DOMH is trying to get a little bit of a spike. Also MNTS, a little bit of a spike on up. DOMH, anything, any reason right here. DOMH right now. No news I see. No news I see over on DOMH. Be careful, this could be a little pump and dump play. How's AMD doing, traders? AMD, all right. Traders, as you guys know, I was in on AMD. I got out. I lost $1,000 on AMD on my long-term investment. That was a long-term play. Put in $12,000. I was down $1,000. I said, this stock is just not doing it for me. Right? It just wasn't doing it for me. So cut out my weakest link. Cut out my weakest link and I moved on. That's what I wanted to do. Cut out my weakest link, move on from it. Now, am I saying AMD is done with? Is it a bad company? No. Do I think AMD could easily get back up towards 120 and start spiking up to 160? Yes, it can. But at the same time, I just don't like how no matter what, Nvidia goes on massive spikes, and guess what? Nvidia barely moves. I hate that. I hate being in on plays that, again, other plays are going on massive spike and your play is barely getting any sort of action, barely getting any sort of movement, right? So we'll see what we get. S&P 500, S&P 500, a little bit of a pullback right now. Want to see where we're at. All right. BFRG here, traders. BFRG trying to get a little bit more momentum. Yep, still have BWXT as well. BWXT, NVT, CNM, Nike, all again plays I still have over in my long-term portfolio. NLSP trying to work itself on up. NLSP right here, trying to get a little bit of a spike and a climb. We'll see again how good that is going to be. NLSP traders trying to move itself on up, break of $3. $3 going to be a very tough resistance. Now let's be honest, we have not seen anything kind of get the hype yet. Nothing has spiked and got the halt. Nothing has gone crazy just yet. The number one top gainer in the entire stock market is MGOL. You guys tell me right now, is MGOL going crazy? No. The number two top gainer is NLSP. NLSP traders is trying to spike itself on up, but guess what? We are most likely going to be having a lot of trouble at $3. Take a look, team. $3, $3.14 reversal and fall. $3.05 reversal and fall. $3.08 reversal and fall. $2.95 reversal and fall. $3.10 reversal and fall. $3.20 reversal and fall. If you are a person that's saying, oh, Dek, NLSP, I can't wait to buy the stock right now, you are buying it where it's been rejected 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times. I always say again, easy analogies that you guys can always understand. If you are again looking across the bar, looking across the club, looking across wherever, and you see an attractive person that you like, and one guy walks up to a girl and she says, nope. One guy walks up to the girl, she says, nope. One guy walks up to the girl, she says, nope. One guy walks up to the girl and she says, nope. The odds are, if you are about to walk up to this attractive person that you want to talk to or ask out on a date or whatever, the odds probably are she's going to say no to you as well, right? She said no, 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 no to all these other candles here, all these other guys, all these other girls that again wanted to ask her out. So the odds are that she's probably going to say no to this candle as well, right? So just an easy analogy, but at some point, there will be a yes. Could there be a yes? Could all of these just been a whole bunch of losers and now again the person of her dreams is about to walk up and then bang, there's all that excitement. Bang, there's all that hype. Bang, there's the next level. So it's usually again, the thing is so many people, traders, usually like to buy at the high of the day because they hope that we get a big breakout. They hope that we get a big time spike. They hope that we get the next leg. That's what they always do. They hope, they hope, they hope. But the thing is, the majority of the time, they get rejected at the top. Rejected at the top, rejected at the top, rejected at the top. The worst thing you can do is continuously buy at the high of the day. That's like literally the worst thing you can do is continuously buy at the high of the day. So please, please, please understand the struggle that that's going to have coming on up here. So let's see, traders. Let's see what we get. Let's see if buying volume moves on in. See if it does break through that $3 mark. Here's NLSP on the high of the day momentum scanner. Or is it just going to be a quick little pop and reversal? The odds are yes. But is there a chance it squeezes and let's say all shorters get out of this play? Absolutely. Do you guys want to see how the mindset works of traders? I'm gonna show you guys this right now because it's always very fun. It's always very neat. It's always very nice to be able to think about it like this. So let's go ahead and let's dive into a little bit of a lesson right here on just the mindset of how traders perceive every single play. So it's all about psychology. That's what stock trading is. Stock trading is literally about understanding sociology, groups of traders, how the mind works. And if you can be able to understand how a group of traders are perceiving a play, guess what? You're going to be able to figure out what happens next. Now, the reason why I say this is because why do stocks go up? People buy them. Why do stocks go down? People sell them or people short them. So if I am in the market and you are in the market and we all look at the same play, it's very easy to realize that whenever we get to $3, we have rejection. We have rejection here. 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 Now that is now setting the trend. The trend as us as traders, we basically adapt to what? Adapt to what has happened in the past to be able to form a path going into the present and into the future. If we know that this play right here keeps getting rejected at $3, that is most likely going to lead towards more selling at $3. The reason why we say that is because that is the way things work around here now, right? That's basically the mindset. If NLSP broke through $3, then it wouldn't matter. It would be like, oh, well, this trend never evolved. This trend never happened. If we didn't get rejected 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times, then again, there wouldn't be any predictability. But now there is predictability because of what we have seen in the past. So how do you think traders are now going to perceive this play? How do you think traders are going to want to get involved into it? Well, number one, what they're going to be doing is most people are going to look to short. I shorted here, and guess what? I made money. I shorted here, I made money. I short right here, I make money. I short right here, I make money. So most traders are going to enter shorts here and here and here and here. That is where most traders are going to enter their shorts. Now, most traders are going to set stop losses though, probably up towards these old pre-market highs, which means that all these people right now are betting that the stock is going to fall. They are getting paid as the stock fades and falls. And most likely that's what's going to happen. But if this play can ever get enough buyers to start pushing itself upwards, it is going to hit this field where all of these shorters, all of these people are going to have their stop losses hit. And as their stop losses are hit, that means the stock is going to squeeze. That is leading towards that huge next spike and that huge next run. So the odds are, if I take a look over on this chart right now, and it's behind me, so I don't know, that this stock is most likely going to be doing what? Fading and falling back on down, because that is the way things work around here. You hit this line, you fall back on down. But if we ever start breaking this line, all of these shorters are going to have to cover their position. And as they cover their position, guess what's going to happen? That's what leads to that next big short squeeze. So let's just see. There you go. Right? So what do we have here, guys? Everyone sold off at $3 because that's the way things work around here. I want to show you this. I've showed you this probably 1 or 2 times before, but it just is my favorite example to understand psychology in the stock market. This is literally a 90-second video. It's not going to take too much time, but it's my favorite analogy to be able to understand psychology in the stock market, and I think you guys will like it as well. So I know if you guys have been Tradecaster members for a while, you guys have seen this video before, but it really is something I think about every single day while I'm like, okay, how is it done? Like, how are people perceiving this play? Exactly what we just saw relates to this video. Check it on out.
A group of scientists placed 5 monkeys in a cage and in the middle a ladder with bananas on top. Every time a monkey went up the ladder, the scientists soaked the rest of the monkeys with cold water. After a while, every time a monkey went up the ladder, the others beat up the one on the ladder. After some time, no monkey dare go up the ladder, regardless of the temptation. Scientists then decided to substitute one of the monkeys. The first thing this new monkey did was go up the ladder. Immediately, the other monkeys beat him up. After several beatings, the new member learned not to climb the ladder, even though he never knew why. A second monkey was substituted, and the same occurred. The first monkey participated on the beating for the second monkey. The replacements repeated until what was left was a group of 5 monkeys that, even though never received a cold shower, continued to beat up any monkey who attempted to climb the ladder. If you asked the new group of monkeys why the beatings took place, the answer would probably be,
well, I don't know. That's just how things are done around here.
So again, do you get the example? Do you get the reference? Do you understand again how I'm perceiving this play? Traders, take a look over on NLSP. NLSP, what do we have here? Well, we bounce off $3. We bounce off $3, but then we get rejected off $3. 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 Hey, Dek, why is every single person selling at $3, at $3, at $3, at $3? Right? It's just, well, that's just the way we do things around here. Oh, welcome to NLSP. We don't go above $3. That's just the way we do things around here. Oh, Dek, I bought in at $2.98 and it didn't spike on up. Why is it every time I buy, I lose? Well, do you look at, again, the current trend? What are all the other monkeys doing here? What are all the other monkeys in NLSP doing? NLSP, you go up to $3, you sell. You go up to $3, we're gonna beat you up. You don't buy above $3. We didn't do it here, we didn't do it here, we didn't do it here, we didn't do it here. We didn't do it here, we didn't do it here, we didn't do it here, we didn't do it here. That's the way things work. That's the things we do around here. So every single play has its own, that's the way we do things around here. Every single stock is going to have that type of repetition, is going to have that type of story somewhere. But it's cool to see that that's NLSPs. You go up to $3, hey, you get beat up for going up the ladder. That's the way it works. So again, this whole entire lesson right here is to try to have you think about stocks, not just by looking at numbers, not just trying to figure out what's the PE ratio, how is the earnings report, but understanding in a psychological manner on what these traders are doing and how they're perceiving it. Does that make sense, everyone? Cool. Make sure you guys are ready to rock and roll. And of course, if you guys are loving this right now, if you guys are loving this, smash that thumbs on up, hit that subscribe button, and of course, always leave me comments below. I love to hear back from you. So traders, awesome. Always again, understanding. Guys, we got to take a second right here. Just got a donation over in the YouTube chat. Says Ralph R. For anyone that hasn't joined, I pray that you join this team. The small account challenge will train you to be patient, consistent, and have a nice morning routine. This is my honest testimony from CPT Ralph with a $9.99 donation. CPT Ralph, I mean, just one of the legends. One of those guys that, again, comes out to chat and you just want to clear out the room. Everyone stand on back. Everyone, again, take a few different breaths. Ralphie is here. Shout out to you, Ralph. And I'm wishing the Packers a good season next year. Hopefully, again, the Packers can get some things going. But I do appreciate the $9.99 donation. So NLSP, let's keep this party going. But yeah, hey, I want to see every single person joining the small account challenge. As you guys know, small account challenge is going to be absolutely incredible, absolutely great. And if you guys haven't yet, it literally starts on Wednesday. Wednesday is the day. So get ready to rock and roll. Head on over to the pricing page right now. Every single person should be part of the small account challenge. You are literally getting 20% off if you type in the word small, and you are going to have access to the small account challenge. There is no reason for not every single person watching and listening right now should be, not be part of the small account challenge. Take your trading to the next level. Let's do it together. Joey trades already made $547. Let's go, Joey. Let's go, Joey. Keep the party going, Joey. BNAI, PNBK. So I would love to get myself going on one or two plays because I still have a good chunk of change over in my small account, or excuse me, not my small account, my normal account, because I am going to take some money out of it, obviously, for the small account coming on up. But right now, I do want to trade today. I do want to trade tomorrow. I want to make some big cash and then kick things on off the right way going forward. Man, it's going to be absolutely awesome. It's going to be absolutely incredible. BNAI, MGOL, GJ right now. JG, excuse me. JG trying to move itself on up here slightly. Any sort of news over on JG? Not too much yet. JG, no news I see on JG, guys, but this is a stock that's trying to squeeze a little bit. JG is trying to squeeze here a little bit, trying to get a little bit of momentum. And this is a play right now, just ran up to 1668. Traders are still trying to push this thing on up. Little heads on up. I'm not in on anything right now, but I am seeing JG right now have room to run up towards $20. JG, room to run up to $20, old spiking high. Stock's having a little bit of trouble right now. It was an old spiker, and this looks like it's just a ton of momentum from previously. What do you guys think about this play right now? A lot of traders running over to JG. It's actually hitting some new highs, $16.95, brand new high. Now again, going on up towards around $17. Deck, how high can this thing get up towards? We can go up towards 21 bucks. I am not in on this play at this moment, but it looks like it's about to be hitting the LULD. The LULD stands for limit up, limit down over on this stock, and that means it's going to be getting halted here momentarily. So we are not halted yet, little heads on up. We are not halted yet. But JG is still in the show, and it is still pushing on up even higher. So I want to take a little screenshot of this play real quick. Go post it for the people over in chat, just so no one is ever missing out on a stock. And you guys can see right now, traders are still looking for this thing. Now, what's the issue? The big issue is no news I see, and also a very large spread. Large spread. So again, JG, top stock so far today. No news, large spread, $5 spiker. How much more can this thing go up towards? I want to see. Could this thing break, $20? Could this thing start ripping and running a little bit harder and harder and faster and faster? Deck MNTS also halted. Let's go ahead and take a look at it. MNTS, no, there wouldn't be any halt strategy there. Again, the halt strategy and like just think about this. Patterns only really work for hot plays, like top gaining stocks, the stocks that everyone are looking at, the stocks that everyone wants to get involved in, the stocks that every single trader is on top of. When you, again, don't have a super hot moving play, a lot of times the patterns that you think aren't going to go as crazy as you think, right? So like if a play is a number 5 top gainer, a number 7 top gainer, just not really doing too much, you usually just don't see a lot of that crazy movement and action that you really want. Right now we got MNTS and JG. It's getting a little bit of that reversal right now. Did you guys see this? I thought this was pretty funny. Take a look at this, guys. Pretty scary. This is a little, I don't know. This is just for fun, but it is a little bit nerve-wracking, okay? The Eagles, right? The Eagles winning the Super Bowl could be the worst thing possible for the stock market. You might say, what'd you just say? And yes, I will repeat. The Philadelphia Eagles winning the Super Bowl could crash the stock market. And you might say, Deck, how are those two correlated in any sort of way? Well, check this on out. Every single time a Philadelphia sports team has won a championship, the stock market has had one of its worst years to date. Take a look at the stats. In 1910, we saw the Philadelphia Athletics win the World Series. There was a 25% bear market. In 1911, the panic of 1910 and 11, all 12 months we were in a recession. In 1930, another recession, eve of World War I. In 1929, the crash of 1929. In 1930, the Great Depression. These were all years that the Philadelphia Athletics won the World Series. Then we also saw the Phillies win the World Series in 1980. Double dip recession of the 1980s, and in 2008 the Phillies won the World Series, which was the great financial crisis, the great recession as we know of 2008. Then the Eagles won the Super Bowl in 2018, and it was the worst year for stocks since 2008, the Great Recession. And now the Eagles have just won the Super Bowl in 2025, and to be honest with you guys, I am shitting bricks. I am so scared of what's going to be happening next. Okay, so hey, is there something going on, or is this just common? Is this just a coincidence? Is this just a coincidence? Or is there something else that's happening here that every single time Philadelphia wins any sort of championship, the stock market goes to absolute Dogville Dumparooski? We saw Philadelphia Athletics win the World Series 1910, 1911, 1913, 1929, 1930. Great Depression, crash of 1929, the eve of World War I, a recession, 12 months of being a recession. 1980, the Phillies win the World Series, double dip recession of the 1980s. 2008, the Phillies win the World Series, one of the worst financial crises in history. Then the Eagles win in 2018. 10 years later, after 2008, it's the worst year since 2008. And now it's 2025, and the Eagles just won. Guys, I don't know what it is. Take some cover underneath the Liberty Bell. I don't know what you need to do. Go ahead and burn your Eagles jerseys, but we can't have this happen again. I'm sorry. We can't let Philadelphia win again. But that's what it is. Is it one big coincidence? Is it one big coincidence? I don't know. Deck, do you actually believe that the market's gonna crash? Guys, that's just for fun. That's just, again, that's just like for fun article. I mean, it's just for fun, the Eagles could crash the stock market. Obviously, there is no actual real reason behind it. It is just like a coincidence. It's just a very weird coincidence. There's no rhyme or reason the Philadelphia Eagles, well, yeah, their management team actually again poured and induced over $22 billion into the economy with oil and gas, foreign aid, and tariffs. No, it has nothing to do with that in any sort of way. Are you sure? Because the Philadelphia Athletics back in 1929 was one of the biggest contributors to the steel factory and the markets going over to, again, porting and import metas. It's like, no. Again, there's nothing that has to do with any of that, guys. It's a weird coincidence, but I thought it was funny. And yes, that's how I imagine everyone talks. That's whenever, again, you come out and you talk to me like that, that's how I hear you. Talking just like that. Right now, traders SWTX, MBLY, BNAI, PNBK, NLSP, DOMH. Let's see if we get something big here. I know, JG just came dropping right back on down. So JG, $12 up to $17, $17 right on back down to $14. So it's not like we have anything too crazy or too wild right there at this time. SWTX open. Ooh, look at this. Springworks, SWTX right now. Stock just went from $40 to $45 to $53. What is going on here, guys? What is going on? SWTX, what is happening at this moment? 14 minutes ago, SWTX, what was it saying? Exclusive, Germany's Merck Kaga in talks to buy U.S. cancer biotech firm. So again, Germany's Merck is going to, in talks to buy this cancer biotech firm. So Merck going to buy Springworks. And that's why, again, this just went on the spike. Little heads on up. MNTS right now trying to squeeze on up a little bit. MNTS trying to squeeze on up a little bit, guys. MNTS trying to get a little bit of momentum. Please understand, follow again. Follow this is the way we do things around here, right? Now, that is going to just give you an idea of where stocks can turn and where stocks can reverse. This is just how we do things around here. I don't know. This is how we're doing things around here. Same exact thing, guys, right? We have a nice uptrend at this time. But what are the odds? The odds are we hit right here, we pull on back. We bounce right here, we go back on up. We fall back on down, we bounce right here. We go back up to 575. And again, guess what happens? We fall back on down. All about, again, understanding the mindset, understanding how other traders are perceiving it. Remember, you go to MNTS, you're surrounded by a whole bunch of different monkeys that had a whole bunch of water poured on them as they climbed up ladders and try to grab bananas. That's what we have right now. MNTS, let's see if it hits this line. Probably right around 580. 580, it should hit this, and let's see if we start getting a little bit of selling. Let's see if it does. Now, if it breaks through it and we start going $5.90, $6, that's breaking the trend. And that's where, again, we could possibly see a very big spike and a big next leg and a big rip and run. And that would be beautiful. But most likely, we're probably going to turn and start seeing a red candle here pretty soon. Now, you might say to yourself at this moment, Dek, oh, we are starting to see a little turn. We are starting to see a little bit of a red candle. We are starting to do what? We're starting to fade a little bit right here, right? Boink, boink. And then guess what? Here's the boink. If I had to make a prediction, I'm thinking we are going to fade and fall. Now, why are we fading and falling? Just like we're doing right here, because of, oh, that's just the way we do things around here. Don't climb the ladder. That's, again, same psychology, traders. So now you can start thinking about this. Now you can start asking yourself this question. Are you a person that is consistently losing in the stock market? Are you a person that is consistently getting in at the top? Are you a person that is consistently buying in where you know you shouldn't? Are you a person that is putting yourself in constant trouble because you're not thinking about how everyone else is seeing the play? You're being the monkey that just got dropped in and now you're climbing up the ladder just to get beat up. Then, of course, you learn your lesson. But do you want that? I wouldn't. I wouldn't want that in any sort of way. So now again, MNTS, what's the best way to be able to handle these plays? Shorting them. You know, right now, traders, what you guys are actually doing is you guys are becoming masters on entries and exits and shorting, right? Be able to enter at the high, being able to jump in at 580, hold the short with 1,000 shares from 579, 580 down to 548. Right here alone is an easy $350. Now remember, if it ever starts breaking those highs, if we start breaking on out, you have to have a stop loss because that's where a squeeze could happen. But like, this is how people always have the best entries. This is how people always have the best ideas. This is how people always have the best plays. So right now we're doing everything we possibly can, staying alert, staying good, staying grand. MNTS, still of course staying alert on this one. Want to see if this one's going to be a spike, but anything going nuts, guys. BON, nothing. JG, nothing. GLST, nothing. BONW, nothing. These are, again, the stocks that are getting halted. So there's not like any sort of like low float Chinese halt play that's kind of going nuts right now. So nothing like that. Now that the Super Bowl's over, guys, what season is it now? What season is it now? Now that the Super Bowl is over. It's master season, baby. It's golf season. We're back. We're so back. It's golf season. Nothing says golf season like right now, looking out the window, a whole bunch of ice and snow all over the place. It's like 22 degrees at this moment. But it's coming. We're back. Football is now over. Ladies, you can finally get your husband off that dumb fantasy football app. He can stop talking about his favorite players. He's not going to be hanging out with his friends anymore. Ladies, he is all yours. And guess what? It's Valentine's Day. So you traders out there coming on up, you better be prepared. Again, don't mess up. This Friday, gentlemen, go ahead and make those dinner reservations now. Because if you, again, wait until Wednesday, guess what? That favorite restaurant where she loves going, it's already booked up. Right? I'm trying to help you on out, fellas. Some of you guys probably forgot that Friday is Valentine's Day. And I know some of you don't care about Valentine's Day, but you know what? They do. Trust me on this one. They like Valentine's Day. Got to get some Valentine's Day chocolate money. Reese, Deck, what is the reasoning to draw the lines on the wicks versus the bodies? Is there any time you would do bodies instead of wicks? I honestly just do what makes sense. Like, what's the common consensus? Now, what do I mean by the common consensus? Is sometimes it's the wick, but honestly, sometimes it's the body as well. Like, I'm just doing whatever makes the straight line. So if all of a sudden you have one wick here, and you have one wick here, and then you have one wick way up high, I usually don't connect that one way up high one. Like, if there's something just completely random, I usually don't do that one then, you know? So it's more about just kind of doing what's the common consensus. And the common consensus, you know, that's kind of what I do. But it's like right here, it just worked out that it's all wicks. But sometimes it might be the wicks, and sometimes it might be the body of the wicks. But right now, MNTS, this is a play that you guys can understand where you want to trade it. And now, again, you know, as we already talked about, make your life easy. Make your trading easy. Simplify it all here, team. Simplify it all. Anywhere up here is where you sell or where you short. Anywhere down here is where, again, you buy or where you cover. Now, again, your stock trading is easy. Deck, I want to short apply. You want to short it? Short here, short here, short here. Deck, I want to buy it. Buy here, buy here, buy here. Deck, again, I shorted a play. Okay, take your profits right here. Deck, I bought a play. Okay, take your profits right there. Avoid anything that's in the middle. Easy. Just like that, your stock trading just became 10 times better. So that's what we are going to be looking at. Now, traders, let's actually bring this on up. We gotta talk about some things here, especially as we're getting ready for the small account challenge. So we have to talk about some things. We have to go over it all. Let's bring this thing on up. You know, let's go over start to finish on everything that we need over on this. So let's talk about it, traders. So breaking this on down, 2025 small account challenge. Let's figure this on out. Let's start getting some strategy together. Let's start getting this strategy. So what we want to do is we are going to be starting on off, okay, on a cash account, but I probably will be switching to margin if I don't get the ball rolling the way I want it to. Now, why cash account? Why margin account? What's the good? What's the bad? Well, for a cash account, the good news is we can trade every day. So that's the number one thing. The good news with the cash account is we trade every single day as our funds will settle overnight. Now, if we have let's go with a $5,000 account, this means we can trade $5,000 worth, no more. Now, if we do one trade, let's say one trade is $2,500, and we do this trade at 7 a.m. in the morning, we could do another trade for $2,500 at the time of 10 a.m. in the morning. So it's great to be able to have that like dispersion that we could be able to do a one trade early in the morning and we could do one trade a little bit later in the morning. Just like if I see 7 a.m., I go after a hot press release. I go after hot news and I want to give it a chance. And then maybe again at 9 o'clock, 9:30, I don't see anything I like, but all of a sudden at 10 a.m., a stock starts going on a very big spike and rip and run. It's great that I get another shot, right? Another chance to be able to make money, to be able to add money, or again, make back money, or again, whatever it could be, right? So the greatest thing is on a cash account, we can trade every single day. And when we trade every single day, we can only use what's in our account, $5,000 to begin with. Now we can split this on up, but I will say in most cases, I use the entire $5,000 on one trade. Now you might say, Dek, why would you do that? Why are you going to use the most or the $5,000 on one trade? Well, to be frank with you, to be honest, it's just because it comes on down to the more money you put in, the more money you can get out. For instance, if I am looking for a 10% return, right? I'm looking for a 10% return and I invest $5,000. Can anyone do some quick math? What is that going to be? That's going to be about a $500 return. Now, let's go ahead and let's say, okay, Dek, you're not doing $5,000. What if we do small? We do 5 separate trades of, again, just $1,000. Well, guys, what's going to be a 10% return over on this play? Well, $100. And that would, again, be a good trade, right? That means, again, maybe I only make $80. Maybe, again, I do win $100, maybe $110. The thing is, it kind of comes on down to preference. I usually know there's not 5 great trades a day. There's usually 1 to 2 great trades every single morning. Now, I would rather put in more funds to be able to make a better return. If I have a $100,000 account, right? Let's just say I have a 100K account and I have a 10% return. Guys, what's the math on that? That is going to be a $10,000 return. So all I'm trying to do essentially is I'm putting in a larger sum of money to be able to give myself a larger chance to profit. Even if I don't nail a 10% return, I'm still going to be able to make maybe $400, $350. The hardest part of the entire small account challenge is the beginning. So again, the hardest part of the entire small account challenge is where? It is the start. Now, why is the start the hardest part of the small account challenge? Well, it just comes on down to we have limited funds, right? Limited trades, limited chances. And if you take a loss, that's only limiting it even more, right? Losses hurt. So the hardest part of growing a small account is the beginning. The hardest part is getting yourself off the line. Right? Imagine this. Imagine if we were in, we had to push a boulder, okay? Or let's say we had you watch Beast Games? Let's say Beast Games, like the #1 show in America right now with Mr. Beast. They had to pull a truck, right? They have a truck. They're all tied up in a harness. And guess what? They're all like pulling a rope or they're all on the ground crawling, trying to like move this truck, trying to move a car. You guys are trying to push a boulder. What's the hardest part? The hardest part is just to get that boulder rolling slightly. The hardest part is to get that truck going from standing still to now a little bit of momentum. Once you have a little momentum, that truck is going to roll on its own. Once you push that boulder is going to roll on its own because again, it's following that kind of circular wheel motion. Same exact thing with an account. With an account, guys, is once we get it growing, we could be able to make more money. So we might make, again, $400, $500 returns to start, but then we have more money, and guess what? Now we can go ahead and have a $10,000 trade and make $1,000, and maybe our bad trades are going to be a $500 win, right? Oh, Dek, I didn't make as much money as I wanted. I wanted a 10% return, but I only got a 5% return. Well, that's okay, because again, we have more money now. So a 5% return is just as good as our old 10% returns now. So what we really want to try to do is nail that first 1 to 2 trades, right? Limited funds, limited trades, limited chances, and those losses hurt. If a trade does not work on out, we want to have quick quick stop losses. Okay? We are not allowing ourselves to lose our whole entire account on the first day. We're not allowing ourselves to lose their entire account in general. But I'm saying so many people sign up to the small account challenge. They again take the first trade, and let's just say, God forbid, the first trade doesn't work on out. And people keep on holding and holding and holding and holding. They say, Dek, I just held the entire time. The small account challenge kind of stinks. I just went from $5,000 to $2,500. That's not what we want. I will tell you right now, I am most likely going to be jumping in. And if it's in the green, if it's going on a big spike, hold and make money. But I will tell you, if I jump in and it doesn't do what I want, I am out. Okay? That's the way I'm trading. If I am in on a play and it's doing exactly what I want, hold tight, make that money. But if it doesn't do what we want, we're getting out of that play. We're moving on from that stock. We're saying, hey, this is not worth our time in any sort of way. So traders, what is going to be the best way to be able to make the most amount of money possible over on the small account? Well, this really does come on down to you, right? It comes on down to how do you want to trade, right? The way that I like to make money the most is going to be a few different ways. And I'm going to break them all on down. Strategy. When we were talking about our strategy for the small account challenge, it is going to be number one, hot news, press releases. You guys already know that every single day. I absolutely love trading hot news and press releases because this is where I truly believe we have the lowest amount of risk and we have the most amount of reward. We see it nearly every single day where we have all these different stocks that come out with different news, whatever it may be. And then we see a stock that comes out with positive, all right? Positive phase 3 data, came on out with FDA approval, comes on out with partnership, comes on out with cancer drug trials that were successful, right? Whatever it may be. And then the stock goes from here, news comes on out, and the stock goes on a massive rip and run. And the stock goes on a massive spike. And if we can get in early here, or even here, look at what happens. We have such limited risk. And we have such maximum reward where we can make so much cash, where we can make so much money. The reason why I love looking for this so much, traders, is it just comes on down to facts. That's what it is. It's facts. The majority of traders wait for a monster spike to happen, and then they end up buying at the very tippity top and they end up losing. But if we study our news every single day, as we do over on Fox Runner, right? We have all the hottest news, we have all the hottest stocks, if that's BDRX, if that's MNTS, if that's whatever, right? Guess what happens? These stocks come out with news. BDRX came on out, guess what? It came on out at 8:30 in the morning, right? We study hot news all the time. Take a look, BDRX comes on out, stock goes from $4 and spikes all the way up to $9. When you have good, credible hot news, a stock isn't going to fall. A stock is going to be, hey, we just came out with good news. The odds are it is going to go on a massive spike. And if it doesn't go on a massive spike, the odds are that it just moves sideways. It is very rare that a stock comes out with great news. Hey, we have an amazing partnership that we are thrilled about. And then all of a sudden the stock dumps on down. Has that ever happened? Sure, that has happened before. Maybe again, investors just don't like it for some reason or another. But 99% of the time, when you have good news, the stock either goes on a massive spike or again, it just doesn't do too much. So the odds are if you jump in on this play here or here or here, you are now going to say, hey, my odds, the chances are if it loses, I'm losing from here to here. This might be a $200 loss if I lose that. But the other odds are this stock is very early and it's going to go all the way up on here, and I'm going to be able to make $1,500. We find news right away. We have all this opportunity. We get in early. We know it's all profit going forward. We wake up late. We could end up getting dumped on. So it's all about just setting myself up for success. Now, obviously, traders, and I suggest every single person does this, head on over towards my YouTube channel if you guys need extra help. I literally have been putting out all these different videos. I've been live so often. I want you guys to be able to check this stuff on out where you guys are going over and number one, watching this, how to trade in pre-market, everything you need to know. Dek, I don't know how to find hot news. Dek, I don't know how to trade in pre-market. Dek, I don't know what to do like at the start of the day. Go ahead and watch these videos, right? These videos right here are literally going to help you become a better trader. Then what else do we have here? Every single person, watch this today and tomorrow. Day trading, $10,000 trading course. I bought this so you don't have to. Go ahead, watch this video, give it a thumbs on up, and when you're done with that, go ahead, watch this video, number 2, so that you're all set, ready to rock and roll, right? What else do we have here? Dek, how do you find news right away? How do I find news right away? Right here. This one trading tool made me rich. This literally talks about how to be able to go through, find all the hottest news the moment it comes on out. So you guys have this right here so that you guys are all set, ready to rock and roll. So again, I don't like holding secrets. I like literally helping you guys become better traders so that you guys are all set, ready to go. Number 2, right? What is another great way for us to be able to make money, right? Dip buying. Dip buying is a great way for us to be able to make money. So the thing is, when we see a monster spike on a huge rip, huge run, huge pop, huge climb, a great way for us to be able to profit is going to be from, of course, dip buying. From getting involved in plays where we know we have good credibility, where we know we can be able to get involved on plays. Let me just kind of look through here. You know, BNAI. How many times, guys, have we seen like bounces off the VWAP before, right? Where we see a big spike, we bounce off the VWAP, or we bounce off again like previous previous resistance or previous support, whatever it may be. Let's go back into a little bit of a larger time frame. Like for instance, right here, MGOL. MGOL. This is a pretty simple dip buy type of stock. Traders, why is this a pretty simple dip buy type of play here? Well, we do have, let me take a screenshot right here. Let's go over towards the MGOL, and you guys can see we do have old resistance, right? Here we had trouble. We spiked on up towards 60 cents, we got rejected. Here, 60 cents, we got rejected. Guess what happened? We broke through 60 cents. But then notice when the stock came back on down, it was a dip buy right next to 60 cents. And another dip buy right next to 60 cents. And a dip buy right next to 60 cents. And a dip buy right at 60 cents. So we know that we had our old resistance at first now turn into our new support levels, which has led to, again, an absolutely awesome dip buy opportunity right there. So it's like, if we ever miss, let's say you miss this big time spike, the worst thing that we can do is look to grab entries at this top area right here. All right? Why don't we just wait for these good pullbacks and enter here and enter here and enter here or enter here? Because every single play is going to have great dip buying opportunities if they are top gainers and such. Okay? So we do have hot news, which is going to be important. We have dip buys, which is going to be important. Or number 3, we are going to have shorting. Shorting, guys, which I absolutely love, which I say again, every single person should be able to do. Now, you might say, well, Dek, there's an issue here. It is, you cannot short on a cash account. Cash accounts, you cannot short. You can only short if you guys are using margin. Now, again, please understand margin, you will be underneath the PD2 rule. PD2 rule essentially means you're only going to be able to trade 3 different times throughout, right, a 3-day period. So you are going to be a little bit under having some trouble. But sometimes, guys, depends on what stocks you like to look at. A lot of times shorting could be more predictable. How many times today did we talk about, oh, this stock is going to spike on up and get rejected? Right? Just take a look at the odds, let's say, out of a lot of these top gainers today. NLSP, spike up to $3, fade on down, spike up to $3, fade on down, spike up to $3, fade on down. $3 is the perfect entry for a short. Take a look at the daily chart. Spike up to $3, fall on down, spike up to $3, fall on down, spike up to $3, fall back on down, spike up to $3, fall back on down. Right? It makes it very simple, very easy to understand. This is an area that we want to see, again, rejection and resistance. MNTS. MNTS hits this uptrend, falls on down, hits this uptrend, falls on down, hits this uptrend, falls on down. Here's again, support, support, support. So again, another great way that you could be able to trade technically is just even by doing both. You find a good stock that finds, a nice support level. Hey, Dek, where's the best support level to buy a dip buy? Here, here, here. Hey, Dek, where's the best area to enter a short? Here, here, here. It makes it very simple. Of course, what do we always do? We avoid the middle. The middle is the madness. The middle, we have no idea what's going to be happening. We avoid the middle, we short at the top, we dip buy at the bottom, and that's where you can be able to mix your cash. So, dip buying, shorting, always again great to be able to make money over on these plays. So these are the 3 strategies that I'm going to be using in the small account challenge, which is primary, right? This is going to be primary, which is always going to be our goal every single day, which is going to be trying to find hot news the moment it comes on out. Then if we miss the hot news, this is going to be secondary, which is if we have a very big spike, we have a very big top gainer, we can always look for where's the VWAP, look at the past chart history pattern, old resistance now going to turn into new support for dip buying. And then last but not least, if we need to, we will switch over to a margin to get the ball rolling a little bit more, and of course start shorting, but this would be if we switch over to that margin account. So, team, these are things that I want you to understand starting on off. Our goal is to be able to get up towards $25,000. We're starting with $5,000. We're looking for about a 10% return. We know the hardest part is going to be at the start. We are going to have quick stop losses. We're going to be jumping in, looking to hold that money. If it does not work out, we're going to get out very quickly. We do have our strategy of hot news, press releases, dip buying, secondary, and shorting. That is going to be very important. Now, team, let's think about this. How long is this going to take us, right? How long is this going to take us to actually be able to grow a small account? Now, what it really comes on down to, team, it comes on down to that there is no right answer. It could literally be one trade. And that's the beautiful thing about the stock market. There are trades that are going to happen that can 100% change, double, triple, quadruple, quintuple, sextuple your account all in once. All I know is like 6 times. Whatever 7 is, I don't know. But the thing is, I mean, just take a look at BNAI, for instance. BNAI went from $2 and spiked all the way up to $8. If we have a $5,000 account, we could get over 2,000 shares on BNAI. Now, what does that mean? If we, again, jump in on 2,000 shares, every dollar would be a $2,000 profit. We go on a $6 spike, that's a $12,000 return right there. Imagine going from $5,000 to when we're done with our first trade, we have $17,000 in our account. It's possible, right? We see it every single day, right? You could see today wasn't even that big of a spiking day, but what were some great rips and runs? I mean, even MNTS went from 384, spiked all the way to 543. Again, we could get about 1,500 shares over on this play. This stock 384 all the way up towards, again, 552, 553. Almost about a $2 spike, about $1.50, we could still be able to make what? About $2,000 over on this trade alone. So MNTS, even today, could have been a great $2,000 trade, $5,000 to $7,000, right? But then you also get these crazy supernova plays, right? You guys remember Drug from earlier in the year? Drug went from $1, spiked all the way up to $80. How nuts is that, guys? Imagine if you just put in 1,000 shares, which would only cost you $1,000, and the stock goes from $1 to $80. You could have technically turned a $1,000 account and been able to make $80,000, or it would be $79,000 in the matter of 5 days. That's pretty nuts. That's a pretty good small account challenge, if you ask me. Who would be happy here turning $1,000 to $79,000 in a week? I mean, that's sometimes what's so beautiful about the stock market. You wonder where people generate wealth. Where do people generate wealth? Guys, they generate in the stock market. The stock market comes from investors. The stock market comes from people that want to be able to live larger, be able to want more. But it also comes on down to you need to know. You need to be. You need to have a high intelligence. You need to have a higher education. You got to have some sort of edge. You got to be able to have some sort of skill set. You got to be able to attack the market and have a game plan and discipline. If you are here to treat the stock market like a casino, you are going to lose. You will, and I'm sorry, but you're not going to win. You have to come in with a much better strategy. If that's, again, the strategies that I've been teaching you with dip buying and hot news and shorting, if that's the strategy that I've been bringing on out. Remember, we just talked about the monkeys and the psychology and understanding that. If that's, whatever helps you. But you have to be able to find your edge. What are you better at in the stock market than 90% of the people out there in the world, and perfect that? I would rather you study one strategy. I would rather you study one way to be successful than study 20 different ways to be successful. I would rather be outstanding, great, excellent in one thing rather than be average at 25 different things. There's a lot of people I know. A lot of people I know play instruments, right? Like for me, guys, I can play probably, 5 chords on a guitar. That's it. I can get by. If someone was like, oh, play this song, it's like, all right, I can do a C, a G, a D, and whatever, like an F, right? That's fine. And I can also, again, play a little bit of drums. And I can play a little bit of piano, like 5 chords. To the average person, they might be like, oh, you can play all these instruments. But in reality, no, I suck. I'm only very average on anything. I would much rather be a guy that can pick up a guitar and just play any song that he hears off his ear and be able to absolutely shred and rip and run and go to piano and be able to play absolutely everything. But the thing is, again, just being average doesn't get you anywhere. Just being average on little things don't get you anywhere. You want to be superb. You want to be excellent. You want to be the top 1% on whatever your craft is. So whatever your strategy is, whatever you think, okay, I do this already very well, perfect it. Forget everything else and perfect that. Okay? So I'm excited. This is going to be absolutely awesome. I'm jacked up for our small account. We just had our last small account, as you guys know, and we can bring that on up. Again, our last small account, which we started in October. So again, that was our 2024 small account challenge. We had $5,000. What did we turn that into? By December, we were up to, again, 14,100, 14,300, something like that. So we were able to make about a 285% increase in about 2 months. But then we did turn off the small account challenge as we were going into 2025. So this time, traders, we do not want to stop. We are not going to stop until where? Until, again, the small account challenge, again, God forbid, we don't want this in any sort of way where it's done and where we don't have any funds, or until, again, we break that PDT rule, which means, again, we get above $25,000. And remember, traders, this is an account. This is a small account challenge. I am not even counting a success unless you guys break the $25,000 with me. Sure, there has been small account challenges where we have turned $4,000 to $60,000 or $5,000 to $30,000, $5,000 to $14,000. I'll say, hey, we did it. But I want to make sure you guys are doing it. Not just me. I want to see you guys doing it. I want to see you guys being winners. I want to see you guys coming out on top. Now, I will say I don't have the exact number. I'm going to rough estimate. This is going to be our 7th small account challenge, our 7th one. Now, to be frank with you, we have lost 2 of them. We have lost 2 of them. And again, the reason why we have lost 2 of them, which I believe, is number 1. This is, again, not easy. People, again, think, oh, Dek, you're a full-time stock trader. This is easy for you. Not at all. That's like, again, telling Tom Brady, hey, throw this football 55 yards into a garbage can at the 50-yard line. And if he doesn't get it in, hey, he sucks. No, he's still Tom Brady. He's still a great quarterback. But what you're asking is a very tough throw into a very small slot. That's not easy to do. It's like, grabbing Steph Curry and saying, hey, Steph Curry, I need you to get 35 points tonight. And again, I want 7 threes. Can he do it? 100%. But it's just not an easy task. So it doesn't matter how good you are as a stock trader. Let's remember something. The challenge that I'm about to take on is not going to be easy. It is a very difficult thing to do. Now, I have been able to win 5 of them, right? So I have been able to win 5 of them, but I have lost 2. But I will say one of the reasons on why I lost 2 was because of why, guys, I did options. And I will probably never do options again because, again, that was just not fun. I didn't have a good time. It wasn't exciting to me. I just didn't like trading options with a small account. I did not find a way, and I could not even see a way to be extremely successful without absolutely just pure gambling. So, again, Dek, what was the difference between the 2 that you lost and the 5 that you won? Well, again, the 5 that I won, I did the strategy that I know. I did low floats, high volume, big press releases, shorting them on down, dip buying them on up, holding them, doing plays that I knew, doing the strategy that I know and love. That's going to be a lot better. Again, let's think about it the same exact way. Hey, Tom Brady, you are, again, a right-handed quarterback. You like to take a little 3-step drop and then throw it on up. Instead, do it left-handed. What are, again, Tom Brady's chances? Still an amazing quarterback, still a great quarterback. But what are his chances of getting it into the garbage can from 50 yards out with his left hand? It's going to be harder, right? Very tough. Doesn't matter how good of a quarterback you are. It's still a tough throw. Say the same exact thing to Steph Curry. It's not an easy thing to be able to do. So I want you guys to realize, and the only reason I'm saying this is because I want to be transparent. I am not here to sell you a fake dream. I am not here to sell you a fake reality saying, oh, if you join the small account, everyone's going to be rich and driving Lamborghinis. No, I'm telling you right now, it's not easy. It's going to be hard. We're going to be grinding. There's going to be times that, again, we're down. We're going to be times that we're up. There's going to be times that, again, we're going to celebrate. But the thing is, we are going to do everything we can to be successful. We have been successful before. We have been able to see that trophy. We have been able to cross that finish line. And we're going to do everything we possibly can to be able to cross that finish line once again, to be able to come out on top, to be able to do what we do. But you guys better be ready for the grind. That's all I'm saying, guys. You guys better be ready for the grind. You guys better be ready to be able to pick up the slack. You guys better be ready to put in the work, and you guys better be ready to wake up early. Okay? So, as you guys know, I have announced that multiple times. I just don't want to make sure as we come on down, no one misses it. Everyone has to head on over towards tradecaster.com to be able to sign up for the small account challenge. You will not have access on Discord. You will not have access on YouTube. You will not have access on Twitter or anywhere else in the world other than Tradecaster starting on Wednesday. Okay? So again, type in the word small And again, that is your discount code right there. Your discount is 20%. So instead of paying $174, if you type in the word small, you will get, again, 20% off. Same with every single membership, 20% off of our normal annual membership. You are saving about $400, which is great. $300 over on 6-month membership. So everyone, again, take some time. Go ahead, type in the word small, and you'll be all set, ready to get after it. You can also upgrade your membership right now if you guys are already a member, but make sure that you guys are all set, ready to go. All right, team. Gonna be a good one. Traders, want to make sure everyone's fired on up. Want to make sure everyone is ready to make this money. And I want to make sure everyone is absolutely dialed on in. Team, does anyone have any questions, comments, or concerns on anything I just went over? Please, right now is the time for you guys to ask. So please let me know. Please let me know. Please let me know. But it's a big week ahead, traders. A big week ahead for absolutely everyone. I will also put that, because a lot of people always ask that question. Dek, who is going to be your broker for the small account challenge? Lightspeed, as always. So again, broker, always going to be Lightspeed. Little heads on up. Want you guys to be fully aware of that. If you want to use the same broker I'm using, it's right there. Dek, where do you find all your hot news every single morning? Fox Runner. Every single morning, that's who I'm using. Fox Runner gets me all the news right away. Dek, how do I get the same scanners you have? Of course, that is over on Trade Ideas. And also, ladies and gentlemen, didn't I tell you guys that as well? I'm including that. So little heads on up for everyone who trades, who signs up to the small account challenge. I am giving you all of the Trade Ideas scanners. So little heads on up. That does not mean I can give you like a free payment subscription, but usually we do have what? We usually have these for sale, which means you can purchase the scanner codes and all the settings. We're not doing this. So just little heads on up. Every single person that signs on up towards, again, Tradecaster for the small account challenge, I'm giving you guys all of the scanner codes. So you have to have Trade Ideas for them to work. But if you like my setup, if you want the breakout scanner, if you want the high of the day momentum scanner, if you want the Holt scanner, if you want the penny stock top gainer, top loser scanner, if you want the mid candle breakout scanner, if you want what you're seeing right here, right? I am giving you pre-market, these scanners, and after-hour scanners to every single person on Tradecaster. I'm not charging you. I'm not anything. I am just giving them to you. You know why? Because I want you to be successful. I don't want people saying, oh, Dek, I missed out on this play because I didn't have it on my scanners. What, I'm going to be a greedy guy over here saying, well, maybe you didn't miss out if you just purchased my scanners. I don't care. I don't care. I want this small account challenge to be one that every single person wins on. So you know what? If I can give you things instead of, again, hiding it behind a paywall, sure, let me give it to you. Okay? So giving every single person the Trade Idea scanners on Wednesday so that you guys are all set. Mad Marty, you're already in chat right now, Mad Marty. You're all set. So Mad Marty, you're already in chat. Hey, I'm happy to help, guys. Again, this is a small account that I want everyone winning on. I'm not going to hold anything from you. I want to try to give you everything I possibly can to make you guys successful, okay? Awesome, awesome, awesome. William, what's the estimated time commitment per day? Well, again, as you know, a lot of times we trade in pre-market. So this is like a little late for me now. So, you know, for me, what do we call ourselves, guys? The 650 Club. Why do we call ourselves the 650 Club? Because the majority of the time we start the stream at 6:50 a.m., which is about 4 hours ago. So again, usually we start the stream 4 hours ago at 6:50, and we trade at 7, 7:30, 8 o'clock, 8:30, 9 o'clock. Usually we're done by 9:30 in the morning. So the time commitment is, it's early in the morning, but it's before you work, it's before whatever. You know, I want you waking up and I want you here ready to get after it. Mad Marty, you're already in chat. You're all set, buddy. Don't even worry. You're in chat. You're here. You're ready to work. I'm ready to get after it with you. Now let's see if there's anything taken on off. I wanted to go over that, talk about the small account, give you guys again a little update on everything that we're doing moving forward. and that you guys will be all ready to rock and roll. Obviously, dialed here though. Dialed is the word of the day. Big Mart saying, Deck, you put in a good shift this morning. Don't run yourself into the ground. Big week ahead. Hey, no worries, guys. As I said, I don't miss days of work ever. The only time I miss days of work is literally when I have to go to Utah for the mastermind and I'm not streaming then. But the thing is, it's like I'm still working there, but it is fun. So, hey, I don't even consider this work. I consider this fun. I consider this a blessing. I literally get to wake up every single day and get to trade with you guys. I literally get to wake up every single day and have fun on stream. I get to wake up every single day and have a group of people that support me. How does this work? It's like I show on up, and again, I don't have an excuse to ever miss a day. Even if I'm fighting a little stomach bug or whatnot, there is no excuse. No excuse to miss a day of work, ever. So I'm happy to be here, guys. Excited to be here. Twister, Deck, do I need to change my subscription or just get the advantage of the 20% discount? So again, it won't, if you are on already a monthly membership over on Tradecaster, you can only go up. You can't, again, go back on down, and it's only a one-time thing. So again, the 20% discount is not for reoccurring forever. It's the one-time fee, and then it'll go back to 174. That's why, again, 6 months, you have, again, the longest period. 12 months, the longest period of the discount. So if you are a current member on Tradecaster and you want to upgrade, it's a great time to upgrade because you are getting 20% off. James says, Deck, how do you find your plays? All those links I posted on up. Go up to, again, YouTube chat. Go up to the YouTube chat. I literally, again, posted all different ways. Head on over to my YouTube right now as well, and you could be able to see all these different videos. So if you're saying, Deck, how do I find my plays? Again, go into this quickly. Go over to my YouTube. Watch this lesson right here. How to trade in pre-market. Everything you need to know. This is how, again, I trade every morning in pre-market. Deck, how do you find your plays, though? This one trading tool made me rich. This video right here shows how I find all my plays. Deck, how you, again, what's your strategy? Watch this video right here. I bought a $10,000 trading course so you don't have to. Watch this one after that. I bought a $10,000 trading course so you don't have to, part 2. So you can literally watch this one, you can watch this one, you can watch this one. So again, go over it all. Check out these kind of 4 plays, and they're going to give you a crash course right away to be able to help you on out. Awesome, team. Let's go over the S&P 500. Where are we at? S&P 500. S&P 500 grinding its way right back on up. Markets are green. We have yet to get and hold above that 610 mark. The S&P 500 has been battling that 610 mark, hasn't it, guys? Top resistance, top resistance, top resistance, top resistance, top resistance. 610 has not been able to break on through very easily, has it? Not at all. So that's been very, very difficult, very, very tough to be able to break through. 610's the number. Trump to impose 25% tariffs on steel and aluminum. Here are the likely winners and losers. Tariffs, how they work, who pays for them, and why Trump loves them. Stocks rise to start the week. Trump unlikely to end Medicare. Trump aims at wasteful government spending by ordering end to penny production. Steel and aluminum stocks surge on Trump's plan to impose 25% imports to the U.S. So a lot of Trump. I kind of feel like Trump has just kind of turned into more of like a thumbnail. Like it's like a clickbait thing. If you want to get a lot of views, just put the word Trump in it. If you want to get people talking, you just put the word Trump in it. All right, let's see. Tariffs, I want to see this real quick. Tariffs, how they work, who pays for them, and why Trump loves them. President Donald Trump has been a long fan of tariffs. Trump recently imposed a new tariff on Canada, Mexico, and China. And what he said was an effort to get the three nations to stem the flow of migrants and fentanyl into the United States. This week, he suspended the import levies on the goods of Canada and Mexico for 1 month to allow negotiations. President Donald Trump has been a long fan of tariffs, and in his first month back in the White House, he wasted no time imposing new and relatively high tariffs. While Trump has suspended the tariffs on Canada and Mexico for at least 1 month, those countries negotiate with the United States on a trade border security. New 10% tariff on Chinese imports began on Tuesday. And given Trump's history, it's likely that he will wield the threats off tariffs again during the next 4 years in office. All right, so what is a tariff? It is essentially a tax on imported goods. So the tax is determined by the value of the goods. So basically it comes on over. Guess what? They have to pay us. You have to pay to be able to bring your goods to the United States. Who pays the tariff? Under the law, the importer is responsible for paying the tariff. So China creates a whole bunch of stuff. They send it over to the United States. It's basically, you want us to send your product, you have to pay us. That's the way tariffs work. Who collects the tariffs? Tariffs are collected by Customs and Border Protection, a division of the Department of Homeland Security. How much does the U.S. government get from tariffs? So again, not a lot so far. The fiscal year of 2024, the U.S. collected just $77 billion in tariffs. So again, obviously Trump wants to be able to pump that on up, get hundreds of billions of dollars in tariffs. Why are tariffs used? When the United States became a country in the late 18th century, tariffs were the principal source of the government revenue because we did not have a permanent income tax until 1913. So guys, for well over 100 years, they were the major source of the U.S. government revenues. So a lot of people, again, love tariffs for what? Could you imagine this, guys? Could you imagine if our taxes just kind of were cut 50% in half? Imagine if all of a sudden, imagine back at before 1913, we didn't have taxes. Or again, it was way different in taxes where the entire government said, you know what, instead of taxing our people in this manner or that manner, how about again, we just basically take tax from other countries. You want to sell to the United States, you want to bring things into the United States, you have to again pay us. Now, it wouldn't obviously just eliminate taxes from everyone, but I would imagine saying, hey, instead of what you pay now, $20,000 in taxes, you now only pay $10,000 in taxes. We'll get the other $10,000 from other countries bringing in their goods. That's the whole idea of it. That's why, again, people like it. You know, could it be able to bring down our taxes and government still make a lot of money? Hey, government, you make a lot of money, but make the people of the United States happy. So again, bring down our taxes, charge other countries, not your own people, right? That's kind of the way it works. BNAI fading on down. PNBK, nothing happening over on this play right now. Nothing happening over on PNBK. DMOH, a little bit of fade. MGOL, a little bit of a fade right now. NLSP, not seeing anything go on a big spike, rip, or run. Do you guys see anything? You guys see anything going crazy? You guys see anything going wild? Do you see anything that's kind of jumping off the board right now? If you guys do, please let me know. Please let me know if you guys see anything going absolutely nuts. I would love to be able to help you on out. I'd love to be able to see, again, some of the best action on the day. But I am not seeing too much right now. Let's go ahead and take a look back over on Nvidia. Nvidia, nice little pop today. 130 up towards around 134. So MNTS is a short right now. MNTS, correct. It's underneath this area. So basically what's going to happen now is the VWAP's going to be holding up as resistance. And on top of that, this uptrend area will hold up as resistance. But let's also understand something. Is MNTS the hottest play in the world? No. Does MNTS has every single person looking at it right now? The answer is no. So is MNTS going to all of a sudden just turn into a massive dump? No. It's most likely going to just be a choppy, slow little fade, random pop on up, fade back on down, right? It's like patterns work the best with very hot number one top gainers. With MNTS crashing and cracking underneath this trend line is now broken. Doesn't mean it's just going to dump down to 4, but it does mean it is more bearish. So watch for a little bit of a fade, watch it fade on down. Molly, hey, thank you so much. You guys make it so great. But tomorrow we'll be back to our normal schedule, getting ready to go. 6:50 club going live, baby. Is there any musician here? Can someone make a theme song for us? 6:50 theme song. that I could play every single morning? Welcome to the 650. Welcome to the 650. Welcome to the 650 club. Something like that. Something like that, guys. Someone with musical talents, make me something good. Okay, I want it done within the next 2 hours. Deck, how's Palantir today? PLTR, Palantir. The stock just don't keep on stocking. That's all it is. Palantir is the stock that doesn't stop stocking. It just keeps on going. Day in and day out. Non-stop here. Palantir has been the #1 investment so far in 2025. #1 investment so far in 2025. Absolute beast. Traders, ladies and gentlemen, does anyone have any final questions, comments, or concerns for me in any sort of way? Please let me know. Obviously, I'm here for you, and I'm happy to help you guys on out with anything that you guys need. So final questions, comments, concerns, please let me know. Again, thank you so much for everyone who has joined us on this beautiful day. Thank you for everyone that's subscribed, hit that thumbs on up, and to be able to bring you guys some great action day in and day out. It's Money Monday, and this kicks on off the week of something huge, something magical. Get excited and get ready to go. Give you guys a few seconds here if there are any questions, comments, concerns. But other than that, that's going to kind of put a little bit of a knife into Monday as things are starting to get weak. Hey, Philly fans out there, congratulations. Enjoy the parade. Enjoy, again, the time. Don't burn down Philadelphia, but enjoy it. Have a good steak sandwich. Go see Saquon. Jalen Hurts. Goddard. Hey, thank you so much. Awesome. No problem. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, help me wrap this thing on up. You guys know the drill as always. You guys are fantastic. I love this team. I love this squad. I love this community. Woo! Team, help me wrap it on up as always. You guys know the drill. In 3, 2, 1. I love you. Enjoy it and have a good rest of your day. I'll see you guys. Happy Money Monday. Thank you so much. Enjoy the rest of your day.
Never meant to make your daughter cry.
Just come outside for the night. Yeah. Take your time, get your life. Yeah. Dirty
I don't wanna feel how I did last night. I don't wanna feel how I did last night. Anything please, have mercy on me. Take this pain away. Just give me my symptoms, I don't wanna feel.
Off my face, don't know where I am, cause I got my drugs from Amsterdam. Off my face, don't know where I am, cause I got my drugs from Amsterdam.
369 girls wanna drink wine. Tell the man not to waste your time. If the man broke, the man he a joke, so you gotta get loose with the Henny and the Coke. 3, 2, 1 girls wanna have fun. If the man don't dance, he's done. Tell him move on, get the man gone. Now can I get a Coke with my rum?
Look at the stars, look how they shine for you, and everything you do. Yeah, they were all yellow.
I look better under you. I can't lose when I'm with you. How can us lose and miss the moment? You're just too important. Nobody like you do. I can't lose.
No, yeah,
can only mean one thing. I know when that hotline bling, that can only mean one thing. Ever since I left the city, you got a reputation for yourself, God. Everybody knows and I feel left out. Girl, you got me down, you got me stressed out. Cause ever since I left the city, you
are a cinema. I could watch you forever. Action, thriller. I could watch you forever.